your reputation recruits. Reality retains. Reputation recruits and reality retains. And so I want to talk today about building that strong reputation, but then how do you sustain that with the reality that not only recruits the best, retains the best, but engages the best and gets people really productive in the pursuit of your organization's mission. Creating a great place to work is the right thing to do, of course. But more than that, it's the profitable thing to do. It's the effective thing to do. It's the operationally efficient thing to do. And I've got the numbers to prove it.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Wow, for a company called Lazy Days, you sure do start early.
Take away my factories, someone once said, and I'll build a new and better factory. But take away my people, and grass will grow on the factory floor. Come on, who said that? Was that some bleeding heart social humanitarian do-gooder who never had to make a payroll? No, those are the words of Andrew Carnegie, the immigrant industrialist, a capitalist with a capital C, a man whose bank account in today's dollars would stir envy in the heart of Bill Gates. And yet here he was talking about the value of people to his steel business. Just like the value of people to your professional association, your hotel, your corporation, whatever business that you're in, if you are at all dependent on the hearts and souls of human capital in your business, then people make a huge difference. In fact, I make the prediction that over the next 20 years in business throughout the world, hearts and minds will drive business outcomes far more than strategy and technology. So, I want to be very clear about the premise of this presentation today, and that is this. Very simply, that creating a focused, fired up, and capably led workforce is one of the best things you can do for your bottom line. But my favorite example is that of fast food. 300% annual employee turnover on average in the quick service restaurant industry. I mean, think about that. What does that mean? You drive up to window number one and you order your hamburger and fries. By the time you get over to window number two to pick them up, the person you ordered from has already initiated a career change. How do you manage a group of people that turns over 3 times a year? Are there not employers right in the very communities in which you operate, people with whom you compete for talent, who see the people part of this equation in just this way? What is it about organizations that have a strategy? Now, I've used that word many times today already. It is a strategy. It's not an accident. Just like you have a finance strategy, you have a capital strategy, you have a geographic strategy, you have a product strategy, you have a service strategy, you have a customer strategy, you have a marketing strategy, you must also have a people strategy. And when that people strategy strikes the right chord, then your profit strategy falls right into place with this. I came across this sign. I had to take a picture of it. It's catching on in zones, isn't it? Yeah. Like, why would they need a sign? Here's the thing. Your people are not clairvoyant. Apparently, neither are they. Your people are not clairvoyant. They need to have communication from you, from the leaders of your organization. What are we all about? What is our mission? So, you need to practically carpet bomb the organization on a daily basis with what are our most important priorities? What are we really about? What is our mission? It can't be done with a mission statement. But if you do need a new mission statement, just as an aside, again, a resource that I would tell you about is a book called The Mission Statement Book. 301 Corporate Mission Statements from America's Top Companies, $17.95. And all you have to do is open it up, find a mission statement that you like, change a few words, and presto, change those, you got yourself a mission statement, okay? Now, I want to share with you my favorite mission statement in the entire book. Our mission is to maximize shareholder value and satisfy our customers' needs while providing our employees a rewarding and productive work environment and conducting our affairs responsibly in the community. We will accomplish this mission by creating a corporate vision of successful growth by carefully managing our assets and by integrating our business through effective planning and allocation of resources. Well, I'm pumped. Aren't you? What does this mean? What do these people even do? I've mentioned once before Chick-fil-A. They just take a little different view of this whole thing. So do this for me. Pretend you're at the eye doctor for your annual exam. Which is clearer, A or B? So it just doesn't have to be that complicated, does it? But it has to come from here, and it has to be genuine, it has to be authentic, and it has to be important. And it's a little bit like Charlie Parker said about music when he said, if you don't live it, it won't come out of your horn. If you don't live it, it won't come out of your horn. If you don't live your mission, if you don't lead your people with that mission flowing through your veins, it can't possibly come out in what you do, and your people will never know what it is. So here's an assignment for you to understand if people have gotten the message, if people are in touch with your mission. Do this. And everybody can do this. This is my favorite assignment of the whole list because everybody can do it. As soon as you get back, I want you to ask the first 5 or 6 people you see this question. What are our top 3 business priorities? Before you ask the question, answer it yourself. Write it on a slip of paper. Put it in the bottom drawer of your desk or someplace where you'll remember where it is. Go out and ask that question and see what kind of consistency you get. Tim told you in the introduction that I have written a series of books with Bill Catlett, my business partner and co-author, with the phrase Contented Cows in the title. Contented Cows Give Better Milk was our first book. And the point of the book was that in the same way that contented cows give better milk, and that's pretty well scientifically established, fulfilled, engaged employees give better performances at work. That's all the point that we were making. There's a strong correlation, a strong business connection between the way people are treated at work and organizational outcomes. Now, I have to tell you, the books have absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with cows. Let's dispense with that right now. We are not saying that your people are cows. Are we all clear on that point? We are not saying that your people are cows, that they look like cows, that they act like cows, that they smell like cows, that they have any other bovine characteristics. But we are saying that in the same way that contented cows give better milk, engaged employees are more productive and give better performances. So that's what the first book was about. And people say, well, where'd you get the phrase contented cows? We got it from Carnation milk, of course. And if you were to go to the grocery store today and buy a can of Carnation milk, you would still see on the label it says, from contented cows. And so we use the phrase contented cows with the express written consent of the Nestle Corporation, which now owns Carnation. I was on a Southwest flight not too long ago, and one of the flight attendants, he was an older, I say older, he was like my age, he was older than most of the other flight attendants on the flight, and he was male, and he seemed to be in training. He seemed to be new. I started talking with him about things because I like to talk with people who work for companies known as great places to work, and I said, do you like working for Southwest? He said, oh, I love it. Great, best company I've ever worked for. I said, how long have you been here? He said, 17 years. I'm thinking, nice guy, but slow learner. I said, really? I said, as a flight attendant. He said, I'm not a flight attendant. I'm a pilot. Really? He said, yeah, we come back here about twice a year to work with the people who really keep this plane in the air. How cool is that? I said, now, it's not like a job trade thing, is it? He said, don't worry about that. But how cool is that? Is that something you could do maybe in your bank? Is to let people see how their work interfaces with everyone else's. We haven't talked about anything today that's going to cost you a lot of money, that's going to take you a lot of time, or for which you need to ask any permission.
We've talked about the fact that when you build a great reputation as an organization that people want to come to work for, and then when you back up that reputation with the reality of leaders who get their people committed, who enable them to do their best work, and who care about them as human beings, then you will be amazed at the results that you get from your people assets. Because contented cows do give better milk. Thank you. Thank you.